Hey everyone, it's Hairyfrankfurt and today I'm going to be telling you the story about the time I got arrested. Before we get into that, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe using the big red button down below, and then that way you will know about each video that I upload this month because there's going to be one every single day. So make sure you subscribe. Now about this story. Let me sneeze first, hang on. This story happened in 2013, I'm pretty sure, which for those of you who've been watching me for any extended period of time, especially my Storytime videos, you know that every time I have one of these crazy stories, it happened in 2013 because that was a year that, to be honest with you, I remember far too much of, considering the amount of crazy shit that I did and also the fact that it's something I'd rather not remember. I'd rather forget 2013. However, I am a stronger person for it, and this story will show that to you as well. There are some photos of me on that night, and I am trying to find them on Facebook. There they are, okay. I will show you guys the photos at the end of this video. Oh my god. I will not be including the faces of my friends, however, because I have not got their consent to make this video, and it could probably be maybe a little damning, I don't know. This was the 18th of August 2013. The story begins. It was 2013, I've been working since 2009, I believe. So it was the first year that I decided to do my taxes. In Australia, tax time is June, July, that's the end of the financial year for us. I don't know if that's the same internationally, but that's how it is for us anyways. So by August, I had done my taxes for the past 4 years. I don't do it myself because I have no fucking clue how to do it. I just like pay someone to do it for me, and it finally went through on about the 17th of August or whatever. And we also in August have a public holiday. So I got a tax return for about 4 years of work, and I've always been a casual, so you know there's a lot of taxes that I pay, but then they realize that I don't earn enough, so they give me back my tax return at the end of the financial year. And it was a public holiday. I think this was the public holiday. Yes, it was. It totally fucking was. Okay. Oh my god. So public holiday, it's Eka Wednesday, I believe. It's Eka Wednesday. On the Tuesday night, I decided, you know what, it's a public holiday, I've got thousands of dollars in my bank account, I'm gonna go shopping, and then I'm just gonna go out. I'm just gonna go out and get drunk. That was a thing that I did back then. It's so not a thing that I do anymore. But 2013, Kate decided that it was gonna be absolutely awesome. I would just buy things and go out. Tuesday night rolls around, and I went out with my friend who we will name Sarah. We're gonna call her Sarah. I think we were going and hanging out with her boyfriend who worked at a bar somewhere, so I had to get dressed at her place. We got ready there, rada, and I had bought a camera for YouTube. And I left that camera at her place, and I just took like a small bag of things so that I could go out and have a fun time with my friend Sarah. And I had other friends I was going to meet up in the Valley. In Brisbane, the Valley is a place where you go and get shit-faced. So I had other friends that I was like, hey, Sarah, we'll go do your thing and then we'll go to the Valley. And then she had other things that she wanted to do and I had other things that I wanted to do. That was the plan. And I think we had pre-drinks at her place. Maybe not, I'm not sure, I can't quite remember. Regardless, by the time we get to the Valley, I was getting quite drunk and we queued up to go into a place called The Family. And the family had Fluffy Night, which is, was it? Yeah, it was Fluffy Night. Fluffy Night is like a queer appreciation thing. I actually don't know what it is, but it was fun. It was my first ever and last ever Fluffy Night, and it was great. All good, whatever. I'm there with my friend. What should we call him? Shit, I always want to just give their real names. We'll call him, I don't know, I can't think of names, I'm terrible at names, but I'm there with my friends, okay? One particular friend, who I have not given a name to, I wasn't very close to. I had met this person at the family a few weeks prior on their birthday, so that's like all we knew of each other, just each other drunk. So 2013, Kate and this guy that she met at a bar decided that they were friends. It's not even really a bar, it's a club. And so we were friends because we both liked drinking. I have so many things to tell younger Kate. and we went to fluffy night at the family because that's just what was going on, and I had a shitload of money and I was just buying drinks like nobody's business, honey. Started off the night with vodka Red Bulls, with Jaeger bombs, with vodka lemonades. I'm more of a vodka person, but for some reason Jaeger bombs were a thing that everyone was doing. So I was just buying shots. And then I was like, you know what? I really want to try absinthe. Why the fuck I thought it would be a good idea to try absinthe on this night was totally beyond me. But I had a shitload to drink that night. Like, I'd been drinking lots. And I don't think, oh no, I had eaten a little bit. Anyways, so I decided to ask my friends if they wanted absinthe, and I got us a round of ABC, which is absinthe, Bacardi, and Cointreau. I don't fucking know what it is, but it's fucking absinthe, okay? That's all that matters. So we take these absinthe shots, and I was like, well, that wasn't all that strong, so I ordered another fucking round of drinks. Oh! So we're dancing, we're drinking, we're drunk. The photographer keeps coming around and I keep thinking I look like hot shit, honey. I'm like, looking back on these photos, I'm like, you didn't, stop, stop. Now, this was before the lockout laws, so I think bars closed at like, fuck, I don't even know. They closed late, whatever, doesn't matter. So we drank for a long time, and my friend, the one that I had met at the family, like a few weeks prior, and like, I don't know why I thought they were my friend. I don't know, we'll get to that later. This person was drinking scotch, and I'd never had scotch, and I knew I didn't like rum, but I was like, you know what, you're on. And oh, this is so dumb. I just remembered why this happened. I bought us both a scotch and coke, and we had to race drinking it. And then I was really drunk. So, okay, I know I just told you that I decided that absinthe was a good idea, but I'm telling you, the scotch is what tipped me over the edge. Like, the scotch is what ruined this night, not the absinthe. I have nothing against absinthe. In fact, I would probably drink absinthe again. I kind of want to get like imported absinthe and do it over the sugar cube and stuff, maybe make a video about it, let me know what you guys think. Not that I drink all too much, but I just want to know what absinthe is like because apparently it makes it visual. I don't fucking know. Anyways, not the point of the story. The scotch fucked me up. I was absolutely floored after the scotch, okay? And then we decided it would be a good idea to go home. So all four of us, there were four of us, there's me, the guy I met at the bar, the guy I knew through friends, and the girl I went to school with. Actually, there was another one, but I don't know where she went. The four of us left to try and find a taxi, and we're standing outside the bar. We're standing in like the valley, the strip where all the drunk people go when they're too drunk to be inside. By the way, I would like to know who the hell thought it was a good idea to continue giving me drinks unless I was getting my more sober friends to buy them for me with my card. That is a good idea. Not a good idea, not a good idea, sorry. So we left, we're standing outside, and then this guy that I met at the club not long before this night, I think he had told a joke or something was hilarious, and then we both fell over. And I'm pretty sure, I don't remember much of this, I just remember laughing and then being picked up, like dragged off the floor, honey, by a police officer. I'm pretty sure at this stage it was a burly female police officer who was quite stern, hardened by the job, you know, and the fact that she was picking up me. And this guy that I thought was a friend after having known him for like, well, I've never met him sober by this stage. I had not met him sober at this stage. So that's whoo, warning sign, kids. If you don't know someone sober, they are probably not your friend. Warning sign. Big fat sirens and alarm bells going off here. If you've not met someone when you're sober, they are not your friend. Anyways, a little bit sidetracked. Back to the story. So this police officer, by the way, my mom doesn't know this story, so if she walks in, she's gonna find out that I was arrested in 2013 and she doesn't know this story. Whoops. Anyway, this police officer picks me up off the ground, I get handcuffed, and then both me and this friend get thrown in the back of the paddy wagon, and he's really somber looking. He was so fucking drunk. And he's like, it's okay, just stay calm, just stay calm. I'm like, yeah, this is cool, this is cool. And then obviously they thought that there was something dodgy going on between the two of us. Preach! Thank God! Because they took us to two completely different lockups. Lockups? Lockhouses. Drunk people bins, basically. He was in the valley and I was sent to the city. I do not remember getting sent to the city. I do not remember the trip, but I remember getting to the watch house, I think it was. Watch house, lockup, whatever the fuck. I don't know, it doesn't matter. I was in handcuffs and oh boy. I was taken through, God, what the fuck was I even wearing? I cannot remember. I remember the shirt and the necklace because of the fact that there are photos of this, but I can't remember what I was wearing on the bottom half. Anyway, what they do when they arrest you, for those of you who are wanting to know before you get arrested, they take all your stuff off you and they take it, they don't like keep it as evidence, but they keep it in like evidence bags just in case. They don't, like, in Australia at least, they don't touch your stuff, they don't go through your stuff. So they had my phone, they had whatever the fuck else I had on me, I honestly cannot remember, and it was all kept away. They take off all your jewelry and your hair ties because there's like a chance of you attacking yourself or others, whatever. And they take off any belts that you're wearing, like anything that could be used, like that is sharp, okay? And I was put into this lockup room and I was on my own. I was in this room on my own and I could see there was a camera and there was like a buzzer and there was like a bed and I think there was a toilet, and I was so drunk. I was so drunk, you guys. Oh my God, I was so drunk. Oh dear God. Oh wow, I was drunk. I'm not bragging, by the way. I'm just like shocked that I was able to drink that much, that it was possible for me to get that drunk. So I remember figuring out that the buzzers, one was like for emergencies and one was to like just to talk to the outside. And I think at this stage I can't remember quite what came first, the tears or the anger, but oh my God, I made such a fool of myself. At some stage throughout the night, I didn't realize this while I was drunk, but all they wanted was for me to calm down so that they could let me go. But of course, the less they told me, the more irate I was getting. So like at first I was crying, I was asking for hugs, and I kept buzzing the police officer and asking for hugs, and she's like, no, you're drunk. I was like, so? Doesn't mean I can't get a hug. So stupid. And then I was upset because I didn't know how long I'd been in there and I thought it was morning time, and I was like, bitch, I gotta take my medication. Give me my medication. You guys have to give me my medication. They don't have my medication and they couldn't give it to me. And I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I was like, hello, I need my medication. Then I started getting I mean, it's funny because at the time I was drunk and I was under arrest. Is that the word? Was I under arrest? I don't know. I was in a fucking lockup, whatever. And I was like, YouTube is gonna know about this. And I was like talking to the camera. I was honestly that drunk. It's so embarrassing telling you this story. Because it was so, I was messy. I was so incredibly, not just messy, but just completely flawed. Like I was munted. And then I'll never forget, I like got bored of trying to get out of there. Like I was working so hard to get out of there. And then I like looked out the window and realized the sun had risen. And so I sat down. And as soon as I sat down, they unlocked the doors and let me go. I was like, oh. If I had known that was what I was supposed to do, I would have done that a long time ago. But of course I didn't because I was fucking drunk. I was so drunk. My poor liver. 2013 Kate was an idiot. The moral of this story is not just to be like, oh my God, I got so drunk, but to tell you that I think the reason I was arrested, and I think the reason that I was put into my own little room, I was on my own. Because the next day, okay, let's tell you the story about the next day. The next day, I left the jailhouse. Jailhouse? I don't know what the fuck these things are called. Like, I do not get into trouble with the law. So I left and I was walking, and I was in Roma Street, and I was like walking, and I had my phone, and I was calling people, and I was like, Then I got to Roma Street Station, just across the road. I was a mess, you guys. I was such a mess. It's so embarrassing. So I was on the phone to my friend while I was sitting on the toilet, and he was like, oh my god, you know, I didn't know where you went, I didn't know what happened. I was like, yeah, I was in jail, dude, like, fuck. And then I had to go, that's right, I had to go to my friend's place because my stuff was there and she had plans, and I was still drunk. I was so drunk, even still, in the morning. And it was so embarrassing because I worked with this girl, and so like I walked in and I was like, and I was like bitching about the police, and she goes, yeah, here, have this water. Okay, go, like go away, like, oh my god. Not good. So I had my camera and everything, and I was like hell-bent on making a video about like how the police arrested me. I mean, at the time, it wasn't that funny. Looking back, like now, 4 years later, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is a fucking hilarious story because, yeah, I got arrested for being way too drunk. And it's a lesson that I've learned for myself and that I'm teaching to you guys who are watching. I'm sorry this video is so fucking long, but I'll get to the story. I'll get to the end of the story, rather. Looking back, after I had gone through all of that stuff, I spoke to the other guy who got arrested, and he said that he had just been like put in with a group of other people and he was let go like pretty much straight afterwards. And I was like, oh shit, really? And the more I think about it, and the more I've gotten to know that other person, and like wisdom has kind of set in just a little, I've looked back on that situation and I've realized that if I was not arrested, I have no idea what would have happened. Like, I was arrested for my safety. And what further suggests this is the fact that I don't have a criminal record as a result of getting arrested for being too drunk. So I'm pretty sure that the police were literally just like, okay girl, you're too drunk, we're gonna take you home with us. Like, it was like an older sister like looking after you kind of thing. However, I didn't see it at the time. I didn't see it for a very long time until another thing happened with that person that I will make a story about. No, I have made a story about that. I went to hospital for being too drunk. Yes, I have told that story. That's the story that I've told. Yeah, so this person also features in that video. Did I tell the story? I went to the hospital for being too drunk? I'm pretty sure I did. Anyways, if I have, there's a card and an annotation, not an annotation, an end screen element thing. You can click the video and you can watch it. Because that is that guy as well. So, yeah. After that, I started to realize, okay, maybe not a great influence in my life. Maybe I should, you know, not. Yeah, and looking back, I'm really grateful for the QPS, Queensland Police Service, for arresting me that night because I don't know what would have happened if I wasn't in lockup. So, a few morals to the story. 1, don't drink too much. 2 would be you're not friends with someone if you've only met them when you're drunk. 3 would be thankful for everything even if you don't see the good sign in it yet, because you will later on. And 4, learn from my mistakes. And that is the end of the video. I'm gonna go. Make sure you click on these Who's He Doodad What's It's so that you can watch the other video with that guy in it where I went to hospital. And subscribe because I'm going to be making videos every single day this month. And you guys will see me tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and you guys will see me in the next one, so make sure you subscribe to know when it goes up, okay? Bye!